This green corner is in the grounds of Chitlada Villa, which is the palace of His Majesty the King. For decades now, His Majesty has sponsored experiments in science and agriculture here in the grounds of his own palace for the betterment of the people of Thailand. These days, the experimental and established farming activities continue apace at Chitlada, and interested groups can arrange a visit and gain an understanding of the King's projects, many of which have brought better livelihoods to farmers throughout Thailand. The development of fish farming is a prime example, and this successful experiment followed a gift to His Majesty of a species of fish by the monarch of another country, Japan. His Majesty also saw the opportunity to harness the rays of sun that beat down on Thailand, and this fish development project utilizes solar cell-powered machinery for its water pumping system. Manpower, too, continues to play its role in the development of new strains of rice, that most important food of the people. And experiments proceed in paddy fields both wet and dry, as allowance is made for variable rainfall. Alternative fuels and recycling are to be found throughout this experimental farm in the grounds of Chitlada Villa. The discarded husks of rice grown here are cleverly processed into an unrecognizable form, logs of compressed waste, made eminently suitable for fueling furnaces to run machinery, and as a source of heat for many purposes. The Royal Project has its own immaculate refinery to develop alternative fuels such as biodiesel, now so essential to industry and transport, in a country that has been largely dependent on imported oil to power its booming economy.
It's the good trend for the future of not only Thailand, maybe the world, because the natural oil is non-renewable resource. It will be gone. I don't know when.
While milk and its byproducts are widely available in Thailand now, this was not the case decades ago in a country of working buffaloes rather than ruminating cattle. In about 1961, His Majesty promoted the introduction of a dairy industry with gracious assistance from the royal family of Denmark. Production of a very high standard of milk boomed, and this factory pioneered the manufacture of long-lasting powdered milk and tasty milk tablets sold in Thailand at convenience stores.
Dry milk, sugar, and we add a bit of stabilizer that it can stick together.
Good for children?
Yes, very good for children, but actually good for everyone.
And you could make milk out of it if you put water with it?
Yeah, hot water.
Yeah. Make it like go back to being milk.
Yes.
There's also a production line of pure drinking water. Elsewhere, small pastries are deftly created by talented women chefs, and these morsels will find a ready market among discerning consumers. And those packets of spirulina you may have seen on sale, well, they too have been created here in the palace grounds, and from an unexpected source.
In technical terms, it's called spirulina. It's the blue-green algae that can find very general in Thailand in fresh water.
So it occurs naturally in many little ponds and waterways in Thailand, does it?
Yes.
And you describe it as an organism?
Yeah, it's a very small one. We have to use the microscope to see it in this size. You can't see it with your bare eyes.
You can't see it at all, even when it's all gathered together?
You can see only something like the powder, like this, the green color in the water. You can't see the spiral shape from your bare eyes. You have to use the microscope. And
it makes a chip, sort of...
We harvest it and dry it and blend it into the powder like this. And then we mix it with the flour and seasoning and make the process to make the crisps, the crackers. Or we can put the powder in the capsule just like this to make the food supplement, and especially good for protein.
Other foodstuffs at Chitlada include a delicious honey, invitingly packaged for sale, and part of a bigger picture, as the wax from the honey bees is utilized in the making of ceremonial candles. The most imposing of which will be part of important ceremonies. When will these candles be used?
For the red one, His Majesty the King will give it to the royal temple, about 40 temples every year, alternating.
And the small ordinary candles, do you sell those to the public?
Some of the green packet that we sell for the public as a souvenir.
It's a part of the kingdom that represents the work and initiatives of His Majesty King Bhumibol, the experimental farm within the grounds of Chitlada Villa, the palace of the King and Queen, and a place that has promoted new means of enriching the lives of his many subjects. In the course of His Majesty's reign of more than 60 years as King of Thailand, the world's longest reigning monarch.